What's going on, AV community? Today's going to be a special episode where we had some of our coalition members record their very first podcast with us. We hope you guys enjoy the episode, show them some love and support, and as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, AV community. We are back with another podcast episode. My name's Adrian. I'll let the rest of the team say hey.
Hi, I'm Cassie.
Hi everyone, I'm Desmond.
Hi, Evie. I'm Marie.
So today we're going to be talking about what we think about the AV environment.
Should we do a quick icebreaker?
Oh yeah,
Real
sure.
quick.
So,
Just
what
how
have
was
you
your
guys were up
guys'
with?
Thanksgiving?
What do you guys do over Thanksgiving break?
That's had a lot here.
Okay, I'll put this, guys.
All right, so who's going to start?
So, what were you doing over Thanksgiving break? I know you were talking about earlier, Cassie, like you had this favorite dish or something.
Not specifically a favorite dish. I just had probably my favorite part of Thanksgiving would have to be mashed potatoes and gravy.
Okay, the little controversy. I don't like gravy, but I
Really?
love mashed potatoes.
Really? Actually, no, my little brother's the same too. He likes the biscuits with
Yeah, like the mashed potatoes on top
the
of
mashed
it.
potatoes instead of the gravy because it's too saucy for him. So.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm also
Yeah.
vegetarian, so I just very little to
Oh,
eat
I didn't
at
know that.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But this year we made like some mac and cheese. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with broccoli, and we had broccoli this year. And then afterwards we went on a hike. My family may or may not have thought that I was going to get them lost because I was the one leading the hike,
Oh, wow.
but it went
Where'd
well.
you guys
we
go
were fine.
hiking?
Up in the Oaks, like
Uh,
Newberry Park area.
Oh, okay.
What did you do over Thanksgiving, Desmond?
So initially I didn't really have like a plan, so I was just like sitting in there in my room. So, and where I work, I had this biggie. He like texted me. I was like, hey, what you doing? Because obviously he knows I wasn't like really having a plan. So he invited me to like his family place, and I had a lot of people in there, especially people from my country as well. So I had to meet new people. It was a lot of fun. Nice dishes from Cameroon. So yeah,
Do you have a favorite dish from Thanksgiving or favorite food item?
Or
I
what do you
mean-
guys usually eat, like, during Thanksgiving, like, in your country?
in my country we don't really celebrate
You guys don't?
Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There are like kind of meals that you always gonna see during events.
Mhm.
I mean, it pretty much depends on the area because the country is like there is a French speaking area and a English speaking area. So I grew up in both areas, so I know what you always gonna find in the different areas.
We usually have tamales all the time. And pozole.
We'll have
Especially
rice,
since it's
but
cold.
Other than that, there's just the classic American dishes. But other than
Wait,
rice,
it's pozole the soup with pork meat?
Yeah, it could be pork.
Okay.
Sorry, my phone's ringing. Pork, chicken, or beef.
And then you eat it with like the bread as like tacos bread or something, like how they call it again.
What is it?
And you eat it with
Tortillas?
tortillas, yeah. Okay.
Tortillas, yeah.
Oh yeah, I went to this my friends one day. Diana, she's Mexican, so yeah,
Yeah.
she gave me pozole. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, usually my mom makes chili oil for the pozole and then tostadas. So I usually rub the chili on the tostada with limon. It's really good.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's one way to eat it.
So what are the kind of foods that you will always see in Thanksgiving here?
I would say normal Thanksgiving would look like turkey, mashed potatoes, green beans, mac and cheese.
there is a great debate. What Thanksgiving pie? What is the pie of Thanksgiving? Because I've had so many people say that it's sweet potato pie, apple pie, or pumpkin pie. But I really wonder, like, is it out of those three? Is there any others?
No, I'm definitely a bias. I'm going to stick with apple pie all the time.
Okay.
So.
Also, I had this question. So, what's the real meaning of Thanksgiving? because I was used to think it had like a religious meaning or
That's actually
something.
a good question.
But I've never really knew. Like everybody's like Thanksgiving period, Thanksgiving, and when I'm asking, nobody can give me an exact explanation of what Thanksgiving is all about. Do you guys know
I just know just giving things,
to what?
appreciate. Just I think everything around you in general.
I was like just a coming together.
Everything, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it really matters if you look. It's definitely, if you look back on history, it's a bunch of broken promises. But if you look about a way of what you can make it, of a family gathering, it could also be a way of trying to fix those broken promises by just bringing people together and trying to grow a sense of community.
I mean, I think I heard that story as well. What you just saying, but like I said, it wasn't like really concrete, so I couldn't really. But yeah, I think it's like all about giving thanks. All right, thank you.
So, do you guys want to get into the topic at hand about the Antelope Valley community? What is your guys? How long have you guys all been in the community of the Antelope Valley?
I moved up here. I don't know how old I was in 7th grade. Started middle school up here, and then just from on there started living up here. So a couple of years already.
What about you, Desmond?
So I came here like 3 years ago. Yeah, so I started off at Palmdale. I was living in Palmdale before I came here, and like I said, close. So it's close to ABC. Yeah, so
I've lived here for all my life, so 19 years now. But I live out in like Lake Hughes area, so it's a little further.
It's definitely further.
But it's not like in the middle of nowhere per se.
Yeah.
so what do you guys think is like cold in the AV area?
Well, I know that it's really, there's a different kind of culture around each of the cities and each of the areas in the Antelope Valley. As at least for my town, I think that the biggest difference is it always snows in December, compares to like feet of snow. Like
Oh, like where you're at?
where I'm at in Lake
Oh,
Hughes,
that's
we'll
cool.
be able to like
Yeah.
slide down and all that. But
I know there's been a couple of maybe the past 2 years where it had snowed here
yeah,
in Lancaster.
it was so much like it was really very deep too.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it snowed this year because it's so cold at night. Because, it's freezing.
I would love to see like a very white winter. That would be really fun to see all the snow, to, I don't know, make snow angels or something.
Yeah.
It's really
It'd be
interesting.
nice.
I know that there's a few different events out in the Antelope Valley as well. I know, at least being here for 19 years, I started to get more involved with the community. I'm in from high school clubs like Key Club, or with the Quartzel Chamber of Commerce, or with the Antelope Valley Partners for Health. And it's just really nice to see that kind of the answer of when people are asking for more events and more like community engagement, that it is out there. I just think that we really need to work on that communication bridge to make sure that the audience hears it and are able to get a connection to it.
Yeah.
Is there any like events that you guys wish that were out in the Antelope Valley, or something you really love to do? Maybe a hobby even?
Holiday parades.
Holiday parades?
For
Okay.
sure. Definitely for Christmas. I'm the biggest fan of Christmas. So I know that sorry. What is it? The Ana Verde community does this Halloween thing called the Graveyard. I heard in Lancaster somewhere, I don't know where it's at exactly, but I heard it from a friend. There was going to be a bunch of like lights for this coming month. I don't know where it's at exactly.
Yeah, I know that the Quartzel Chamber of Commerce are going to be doing a tree lighting ceremony soon. I think it's this Saturday. I know different places do like lighting ceremonies, and they'll have like a community tabling event occurring at the same time. But
Oh, really?
but a parade would be so
Where is
fun.
that at?
I know that one of them is going to be on the 2nd of December, and it'll be at the Chamber of Commerce, the Quartzo one. And I know they do different tabling events, and I know that different places they do little events, but I would love to see a holiday parade for winter because I haven't heard of
definitely,
any.
yeah.
That would be really fun.
Parades. We do need those, especially since we have nothing out here. We're in the desert. We need a little bit of something more.
Is there any activities you'd like to do, Desmond, that you wish that there was like a group for, or
Oh,
anything like that?
yeah. I mean, I think it's there already. It's just that I don't really have like time to get into it. So, but a community soccer game program, something like that. Yeah.
That could be a lot of fun.
Yep.
I think AVPH did something like that in the past.
Yeah, I did it. And the funniest thing is, I was there at the time.
Oh.
Like I said, it was just a matter of time. Like my availability wasn't really permitting me to. Yeah.
Yeah, I know personally, I'd really like if there was like Dungeons and Dragons or RPG games out in the AV, like some to start doing some fun campaigns with other youth would be really beneficial. I used to do it in high school.
Yeah. I wish there was book clubs I can attend.
Ooh, I know that they're
Like for older people, like adults.
yeah, I'm in a book club currently.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I might just create my own book club.
Exactly.
Might
Just
as well,
start one.
right?
Create your own book.
My own book club.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not a writer, Desmond.
That's what I wanted. I was like,
I'm not a
you
writer.
right?
Make it all centered around
Yeah.
a certain artist we know, Tamara. Just make it
Oh
all
my
around
God,
her
I know. I
books.
was just thinking of her. I was like, Tamra,
just the full book club is focused on the
future
Tamara books.
future writer, future author.
But I know that there is this book club. It's for high school and college students.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I'm a part of. I can let you know about it later.
Yeah.
But we don't really get to choose all the books. It's more chosen as a group.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the only problem there. But
We should do like a spin the wheel of like
Look at
all the
this. Oh my
books of like
gosh.
maybe say I wanted a book, you wanted a book,
Yeah.
someone else, and just spin the wheel and see
spin the
where
wheel,
it
make it
lands.
decide fate. Yeah, no, it's a local nonprofit. It's called Age to Change, and it's for the high school students and college students of the area, helping them pursue further education.
Mm.
And we all focus on our literature books have to focus on like education, leadership, public speaking, stuff like that. So sadly, no fantasy or mystery books for me, but I've learned a few things from the books, but
Yeah.
wish to read a
So
fantasy.
it's usually just for learning purposes, right?
Well, yeah, it's
And I guess a little bit of enjoyment, right?
it wasn't yeah, it's interesting. We're reading a poetry book right now, so that's enjoyable as I am obsessed with poetry. So I think that's why I'm really looking forward to one of our empowerment workshops coming up, because I know that it kind of gives a little bit of a poetry spin to
Oh,
one of
okay,
our
yeah, there are
activities.
empowerment workshops.
I know that I'm really looking forward to it, as I know that one of the activities is based off a workshop that you both attended.
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah.
did.
You wanna
At
talk a little
Sacramento,
more
right?
about
The youth elevation program.
Yes, the elevation program. That's true.
You want to talk a little bit more about that activity, or why you enjoyed it so much to kind of bring it to the table of this workshop?
I
and
don't
put a
know if
little
you
spin?
remember me telling you when I lost my notes.
Oh,
I think Melissa explained it a little bit. Let me remember it for a second. It was more of like,
You talking to yourself, like you're writing the things
Yeah.
that motivate you, how you encourage yourself, like the type of things you want to do to always get like
Mhm.
better, have a better state of mind and
yeah.
things like
So
that.
it's basically just writing like everything about you, And, like, and then later on, I guess like it turns into this rap poem where everyone just like raps it out, but like continually reads off what they have written down. It was pretty cool. Like you wouldn't have think like it would have sounded great, but it actually did. Yeah,
It's in an I am kind of poem stance,
Yeah.
is what I was
Yeah.
understanding.
something like that. I think Melissa has the booklet still. She said
It sounds so fun though, because it sounds like a great workshop.
that one
to
was
kind
probably one of the greatest workshops we attended. Actually,
And I'm glad that we're going to be
that
able
one.
to do a little spin on that in our
Yeah.
empowerment workshop,
Yep.
Yes.
as it seems like a great way to boost your confidence and maybe learn a little bit more about goal setting.
Mhm.
I know that Desmond, you brought to the table talking about the importance of building our credit score, and I'm really interested in learning about that on our workshop coming up in December on the 15th, I believe.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So the thing is, a lot of us, we kind of like, we have goals for our lives and things, buying a house, buying the car of your dream. And it's funny how a lot of people have these dreams, but they don't actually know the routes or like the process. And your credit score is like one of the most important facts about that. I mean, you could have the money, but if you don't have that score at a certain level, uh, sellers won't really, they won't really have that trust in you. So it's important why making plans on building towards that goal, that life goal. You should, go through these processes, and before you get there, you already know what to do and how to go about it. So yeah, it's really important.
I know I'm really eager to learn more when that workshop comes up, as something that was always talked about is we wish, at least myself and with my friends, we always are like, we wish high school better prepared us for real life, like how to build your credit score, how to build your resume, and it's really beneficial that a workshop like this
Like, how does taxes work?
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so terrified of taxes.
I would have loved to know that.
Exactly.
Just a bunch of grown-up stuff that we would have actually needed in the future.
Like even just knowing how to cook, right?
Right.
And I know some schools do have a home ec class, but
Like for an elective, right? I've seen
Yeah.
schools have an elective of like
or
cooking
culinary
classes.
chemistry, but
Yeah.
I wish it was kind of like, I don't know, just a little bit more. I wish there was more.
I
Yeah.
think that the simple truth is a school cannot teach you everything.
Yeah.
So school is basically doing its own part, and there is that part that our parents need to do, or our guardians, and then there is that part that the community does. So it's kind of like everybody needs to know what they have to do and do it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's very beneficial. Like
Yeah, I
guess that
would've-
old saying, if like it takes a community.
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. I would have loved to know how credit worked before I opened credit cards.
Yeah,
Because right now, I don't know.
yeah.
I haven't opened a credit card yet, guys. I'm gonna learn from this workshop first.
Good.
I mean, that's the
If you don't have a job, don't open a credit card. You're using the government's money. How are you going to pay it back if you don't have
You need
no job?
means to pay it back.
No, yes. Of course.
Do not be late. Never.
Yep.
Do not be late. No, my friend and I my friend's name is Danielle, and my friend and I, we were talking about, oh my gosh, we have to go pay taxes now, and crying on the inside, and maybe on the outside. But we decided that we are going to bake every time. And if the first one of us that cries, we're baking now. We're just going to make some food. We're done. Now we have a sweet treat, and we finish our taxes.
That's a positive way to do it.
Give yourself a positive spin.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say like bake something and sell it.
No. Oh my gosh, no,
Like
we're
a
baking
bakery
cookies.
sell.
Just
That'd be
start-
cool, actually.
It could be fun.
It could be fun.
Make back that money that I lost from taxes.
Oh man. Actually, what I've heard is like people use their receipts to put them on their
Oh yeah, because
taxes. What is it? Tax deduction?
yeah, because if you like donate to a nonprofit or stuff like that,
Yep.
I know that there's some way that you could, or like certain research projects and all that.
I
would
could
love
be
to learn
wrong.
more.
Does Goodwill count? Because I heard Goodwill does that too.
I don't
Like
know.
you use your receipt. Okay. I don't know. I just heard it.
It'd be really interesting if it does. Like, there's just so much to learn, I guess, and we're all like a quarter through our lives, and that's just such a interesting perspective to see. Like, there's so much more growth to occur and so much more knowledge to learn, especially in like these community engagement events.
Yeah.
Little quick question: do you guys really know about like how the tax filing works? Do you have to be certified to do it, or you can do it on your own? Because that's something, if you don't need to be certified, I definitely will want to learn. Because I know the AVP does that. tax like the
They help you file your taxes
file your
in
taxes.
order, like,
Yeah.
you can receive like tax back or you have to pay taxes. I really don't know actually because well, I don't know if it's no, he's legal because or then I would have been in trouble, but I don't know. But I usually file my taxes with not with my mom, but I go to the same person as my mom does.
Okay. So is that
Um,
person like certified or like?
I believe he
Is there a
'cause, yeah,
certification for that?
he has like certifications on his
Oh,
wall
okay,
and
okay,
stuff,
okay,
and
okay.
he has like his own office in his back house.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Then that's the answer
Yeah,
to my
usually
question.
I think they have to be certified. And
I
Okay.
would
do
think that
that.
they would
Yeah.
have to be certified.
Yeah. Yeah.
It-
No. Yeah.
It's kind of like you have to go to school for a license or you have to go to a trade
Mhm.
school. Just like to be a sign language interpreter, you have to have the credentials
Oh, yeah.
for it. Or to
Mhm.
be a doctor
Yeah.
or a nurse, you have to
Yeah.
have the credentials for it.
Yeah. Unless you're a nail tech, then I guess you don't need any of that, right?
Well, I know that you can go to beauty school, which
Yeah, you
but,
could.
No, you can go to
There's-
beauty school to get a certification, but
but
I'm
there's
saying
certain
like
jobs
there's
that you don't need
Yeah, yeah,
certification
yeah.
for. I agree. I don't
unless you trust that person to do your nails, then by all means go ahead.
because like for what's it called for like starting your own business, you don't have to go to school for business to start your own business, but
Mhm.
I'm sure that it would probably help.
Yeah. Just with like the basics of how to start. Yep.
Google. Hey Google.
No, how do you start a business? And it just takes you to links of schooling.
That'd be so
Go
funny.
to school and learn.
Well, I know that there's some like, oh, what was it? I know there's some other courses and all that too that you could do like that is both out of college, but there's also just that could be the benefit of trade schools, like if you wanted to become a realtor or anything like that as well. I don't know how we got
Yeah.
to future careers, guys, but what is everyone's dream job here? Sincerely.
I am currently studying business. After we're gonna talk real deep right now. I kind of want to drop out of school, guys. I want to go to school in the Valley to become an esthetician. Yeah, an esthetician's like with facial stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, it can be like waxing,
All the beauty stuff.
all the beauty stuff.
Mhm.
Do you think
I'm
that,
obsessed with that stuff.
Do you think that you might utilize a little bit of your business knowledge
No,
now
yeah,
to
definitely.
maybe
Since
your
I'm in school
own?
right now, I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna put it to where I want to put it to. But since I just want to get where I'm at, so I can start doing it, so I can start like getting more knowledge about it. Since I'm still young and
Exactly.
able to do
yeah.
things, so
Yeah.
I want to go to school first for that, and then come back to it. Maybe if I become successful first, then I won't go back to school. And then I do want to go to school for what is it? Realtor, to become a realtor,
Because I know
real estate agent.
there's a good deal of I think there's a trade school out here in the Antelope Valley.
Yeah. Yeah. There is. I've seen a couple of them. My current boss is also a real estate agent. Has his own little business. Yeah.
That's why I was wondering if like since you want to go down, like what was it called again for
Esthetician.
an esthetician?
To become an esthetician. Yeah.
if you would ever think about maybe opening up your own business for it, or
Yeah.
is
I
that
do.
kind of the thought
Yes, I do.
process?
I do
Okay.
want to do that. Yes.
So you want to go next, Mary?
About my dream job?
Yeah.
Well, currently I'm just taking a few courses, and I plan to major in sociology right now and try to get a master's in public health.
Oh, wow.
Dream job, I really do want to work with kids in a public health atmosphere, really. I think that's very much my dream job, is kind of in that sense. I really do enjoy the work of public health, like planning these workshops, or
Yeah.
when I was in Key Club, it was so much fun to plan events with fellow high school students or with fellow students. It was just really beneficial.
So yeah, that's what we're basically bringing to the people out here who don't have anything to do for the young ones. We have our empowerment workshops, our building credit workshops, and then we also have some other fun activities like painting a tree, doing some ornaments. We also have
and it'll just be some fun activities for the Antelope Valley,
especially for the winter time to get in the Christmas spirits. Sorry, the holiday spirits. Because not everybody celebrates Christmas, so.
Yeah. So I think it's my turn. I mean, I've always had one dream since I was a kid, and that's to become a medical doctor. So yeah, currently I'm kind of like going to college to get a RN, like to become an RN first, just kind of like to get my feet into the healthcare domain, and before transitioning into medical school. Yeah.
Do you know what like do you know if you want to work more with kids or with adults or in medicine wise?
Just in general. You wanna do, like
Yeah.
in general, like start ER.
Not.
In the ER.
I mean, I want to start off like as a physician, and like I always tell everybody, it's like after my first 4 years of medical school that I am gonna know what really I want to do. So definitely, I have an idea. You want to specialize in like urology. So, but we never know. During the first 4 years, I'm gonna be like, hey, maybe this is my thing or this is not my thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
I can't really say with so much confidence right now. Yeah.
But
You're
medical.
mixed about it.
Now I'm mixed about what I want to specialize in.
Oh, okay.
The medical
Yeah.
program is certain.
Yeah, the
Okay,
medical
okay,
stuff
yeah,
is
yeah.
certain, but the specialization
good,
part,
'cause
it's yeah.
I remember in high school I took an EMT course while I was in the PSA community for about 3 years in high school. So I was working my way up to get into EMT for my senior year. But since the pandemic started, I went into closed doors and having to do my senior year through Zoom and having to work, having to do all like the assignments of like learning the EMT stuff. It was so hard.
And
It was so
everything was
hard.
just transferring to like online labs.
Yeah, no, it was. And then this was like, if I wanted to become an EMT, I could have. So like after I passed like all my blocks, then I was able to do like the state test. But since I didn't even pass the first block, I had to drop the class because I was so scared. Yeah.
I mean, medical courses are naturally very, very difficult.
Yeah, they really are.
You really need to be like.
And especially since I had no one to study with, it was so much.
Oh yeah. It's more of like you really need to love what you're doing or what you want to do to keep going. Because if you're like just there for something like the money, or you can get it in any other job.
Yeah.
So.
And you also, for all your jobs, like in any of your intended paths of studying, when you're so passionate about it, you do have to be wary of burnout, because you can be so passionate about becoming, let's say, a business person or a realtor or into the medical field, especially the medical field. It's just, it can be daunting when you do start to face a lot of stress or burnout, and you have to have good ways to cope and know
Exactly.
who to lean on.
Exactly. Even
COVID definitely did open more of a conversation on the matter of supporting each other through our mental health.
I was gonna ask also, how do you do it? Like you have, I mean, obviously you have family, but not like near you. How does it? How do you feel about that? Like not having like actual like close family support.
I mean, it's not easy to be honest, but I have always lived like without my parents, because I mean, when I was a kid, I went to a boarding school. So, and after boarding school, like when I graduated from high school, I was like living at the university where I was still living alone. Renting my room and stuff. So moving out here, without all that support, it's not really much of a big deal, because I have never really had that much attention, if I have to say it that way. Yeah. But yeah. Because I've always been
tough.
like either at school, and then my parents are out in another country and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I mean, the support is also kind of like mental. You know there are people out there looking up to
Yeah.
you, loving you and stuff. So they are not there physically, but I mean it's practically a little bit more of the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
You
tough.
still feel the support even
Oh yeah.
without the distance.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
distance.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I have so many family. I mean, I have so much family. That's what I meant to say. I can't imagine going so far. I mean, actually,
It's
for a
like a
long,
mixed
maybe for a long period of time, I couldn't be able to do it. I love family.
Yep. Family is gold.
Sure is.
Well, we hope to see everyone at our upcoming workshops.
We sure do. Hopefully you guys come and attend. I promise it's gonna be fun. There's a bunch of young people
Exactly.
working through this, so
Waiting on you guys.
yeah. Thanks.